The woman had simply drifted off to sleep on the high-speed train. When she woke up, she noticed that her boyfriend was no longer beside her. She attempted to call him, but there was hardly any reception on her phone. She clearly recalled that he had picked up a phone call just before he left his seat. Alice started searching through each carriage one by one, making sure not to overlook even a single restroom. Yet, after checking all the way to the last coach, there was still no trace of him. Growing anxious, she went to speak with a train attendant. Unfortunately, they couldn't communicate because of the language difference. Thankfully, a nearby woman who understood English stepped in and helped interpret. The attendant reassured her that on a fully enclosed high-speed train, it would be nearly impossible for someone to simply disappear. He told Alice not to worry, insisting that her boyfriend must still be somewhere on board. However, there was one area that hadn't been inspected: the driver's cabin. When Alice requested to check it, the attendant immediately denied her request. At that moment, her boyfriend's phone suddenly started ringing. When she answered, all she could hear was the sound of running water, along with the noise of a moving vehicle. He didn't respond to anything she said. With no other choice, Alice reached the final stop on her own, unsure of what to do next. Just then, the helpful woman from the train caught up with her and offered assistance. Feeling uneasy, Alice cautiously said she was heading to the police station to report her boyfriend missing. The woman remained calm and simply handed her a business card. Nervous and desperate, Alice went straight to the police station. However, the officer in charge informed her that a missing person report could only be filed after 48 hours. He asked her to provide her boyfriend's passport details. But after searching through her bag for a long time, she realized that his passport was also gone. Drawing from his experience, the officer suggested that the man may have chosen to leave the relationship and had quietly gotten off the train at an earlier stop. Alice refused to accept this explanation, but with no other options. She was forced to wait until the 48 hours had passed. She then picked up her boyfriend's camera, and one particular photo immediately stood out. She remembered that after receiving the call, he had claimed there was poor signal and stepped away. The photo had been taken at the exact moment the train had stopped, which made her suspect that this was when he disappeared. Determined to find answers, Alice returned to the railway near a bridge and carefully followed the tracks step by step. To her surprise, she discovered a set of fresh footprints. As she traced them, she found a section of the wire fence that had been cut open. Nearby, she noticed a wrapper from the same chewing gum her boyfriend had been eating earlier on the train.